welcome to Intuitive Moon Tarot. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Jen and I am an intuitive reader. Today I have a pick a card reading for you, and we are going to be doing you versus them, and we're going to kind of go by rows. So this will be row A with you versus them, or vice versa, and this will be row B. So straight across in a horizontal line, you versus them. I've drawn 3 cards for you and 3 cards for your person of interest, and then we will pull clarifiers to do a little bit more of an extended reading as we get going. I really liked this idea because instead of just doing an element reading, which I do enjoy element readings, this puts a little bit more of a personal touch and allows you to kind of be involved and pick where you're energetically drawn. So I'm hoping this will resonate with more people than just the really broad range element reading. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds here to look over this. Again, row A and row B, and select your row. Okay, for those of you that need more time, please don't panic. Pause the video and take all the time you need. For the rest of you, we're going to go ahead and get started with row A. Okay, I know you guys are really eager to jump right in and receive your messages, so I promise to keep this short and sweet, but I do have to give you a quick message before we get started. I do want to remind you that these are general readings, so there is absolutely no way for me to guarantee that every general reading will resonate with every person that watches every time. You just want to take what feels good to you in your soul, what's resonating with your story, and what you find helpful, and leave the other messages for somebody else. We don't want to force these readings to fit if they're just not fitting our storyline. There are lots of pick a card readings, soulmate twin flame readings, element readings on my channel, and I do believe that these meetings between us are fated. So if you felt drawn to me in one way or another, chances are I already have a message for you, or I will have a message for you sometime in the future. So if you feel inspired to do so, I would recommend that you subscribe to the channel. That way you can scroll through all the videos that are on there, most of which are not time specific. They're just there for when you need them and when you feel inspired to watch them. So take a look at the other videos, subscribe to the channel, keep in touch with me, and let's get started. Thank you for your patience. Okay, let's move row B here out of the way so we have more room to focus on your reading. This is you versus them. Again, the energies can shift and go vice versa, so just go with whichever side sounds like you and whichever side sounds like your person of interest. You don't have to follow my storyline. We have the 6 of Cups, followed by the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Swords for our first party. And then for our second party, we have the Hanged Man, the 8 of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles. So give me just a minute to look over the cards and see what I'm feeling. So this first party over here, whether this is you or your person of interest, you know, in the more recent past has spent a lot of time focusing and reflecting on their past. This could go as far back as their childhood, or this could be a more recent past, but whoever this party is, they have been spending a lot of time kind of reflecting on the emotional aspects of their past. And I feel like they're now kind of coming out of that energy and wanting to be more present. They're wanting to be more present, and they're wanting to kind of get back up and get back out there. I feel like there was this really strong need to come to terms with their past, to learn their karmic lessons, to have a greater understanding of why things happened the way they did, and kind of just embrace their inner almost like their inner child, right? They had some things they needed to heal. I can feel that. There's something here that caused some hurt or heartbreak in their life, whether, again, this could go clear back to their childhood, or it could be, a past relationship, or this could be, problems within a relationship they had with you. If this is, an ex or somebody that you're in a struggling partnership with. But there is definitely, for whoever this is resonating with, somebody here that was spending a lot of time looking back. They're coming out of that energy now. It hasn't been a quick process, but they are coming out of that energy and they're wanting to get back up. They're wanting, you can see here the way and again, he, she, we all have masculine and feminine energy, so please do not get hung up on the sex of the cards. This could be a male or a female, but it's like she's got her hand resting here and you can see she's getting ready to get back up, right? To come out of the cold, to get back up, to put in the good fight is what I'm kind of hearing. Like, all right, I'm ready again. Whether this is ready for love again, ready for a new relationship, ready to fight for the connection between the two of you, there is an energy here of wanting to get back up, wanting to start fresh. And also I feel like I'm getting, a kind of a different energy and message of wanting just to cut out the BS. Like, I've spent so much time looking back on the past and reflecting on the past and living in the past, and I'm kind of ready now just to start new. And you can see it hasn't been easy. You see the teardrops there. It's like, this isn't an easy decision for me, but I'm ready to get back up and fight again. I'm ready to move forward and to cut out the things that are no longer serving me and that are not going to be beneficial for my future or my higher self. It's kind of like, I almost get this feeling of like, I've had enough of that. I've grown, I've learned, I've come to terms with things. I've in an emotional sense, right? There's been kind of this sudden inspiration of like finally being ready to start over again, if that makes sense. And then we have the Queen of Swords here. And I talk about this a lot for those of you that watch me on a more regular basis. But the Queen of Swords always comes across to me as this energy of come at me correct. And again, Queen, King, take what resonates with you. But this is somebody that is just, she kind of gets a bad rap, but it's not that she's not loving or kind or gentle. It's just that she's very abrupt in, understanding her needs and her standards. She just doesn't have, she's a queen. Queens don't have time for games. Queens don't have time for, BS. They just don't. I feel like, once this person comes out of this energy of dwelling on the past and reflecting on the past, and once they're able to accept those lessons and find emotional fulfillment, in a sense of like, even heartbreak, even, everything that's happened up until this point has been a lesson, a journey to help us and guide us onto our soul's path, right? And I feel like it starts out as like a page, right? It's like, okay, I understand now the lessons I was supposed to learn. I'm ready to cut out what doesn't serve me. This hasn't been easy for me, but I'm ready to get up and move forward. And once this person, if this is you or your person of interest, comes into this energy, it's like, it doesn't take long before they develop into this Queen of Swords energy of, I'm moving forward. I'm ready for transformation. I'm ready for growth. Like, look at all these beautiful butterflies, which to me represents transformation. So if this is you, I feel like you're coming into this place, and it's not a really quick process, right? But once you come out of that place of holding on to the past, and you learn from it and you grow from it and you find emotional fulfillment from the lessons and the value, and you learn to value the lessons that you were being taught, if that makes sense, then you come into this Queen of Swords energy and you're just like, you can see that she's still looking back, right? She's still looking back. She's still reflecting. She may be waiting for someone in particular, maybe, maybe not. But her body language, you can see even her hips here, are shifted towards the future. Like, she knows where she's going. So it's kind of this one last glimpse back And it's like, I'm cutting out everything that doesn't serve me. I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to transform. I'm ready for a bright and happy future. I know where I'm supposed to go now. This is beautiful. This is amazing, very transformative. I really, really like this. So moving on to our second party here. Our second party, I feel like has been overwhelmed in one way or another, whether this is with the connection with you or just in general. Whoever this is, this person they were feeling stuck. They were feeling overwhelmed. They were feeling, just like the picture shows, they were just feeling kind of flipped upside down, not having a lot of direction in their life or knowing where they wanted to go. I think they just kind of got caught up in all of their surroundings and their thoughts. I think they were really trapped in their own head, which we see here with the Eight of Swords, which is in reverse now, right? So that's incredible, because the Eight of Swords is a lot of self-limiting beliefs. It's being kind of trapped in your own thoughts and your own mind, and you do have the ability here to release yourself, but this person kind of just chooses to stay stuck. And I see that in both of these cards. It's like this person just, maybe something happened that just kind of flipped their world upside down, and they just thought, I don't even know what direction to go in. And this could be the more recent past, or this could be way back. So there could have been something traumatic that happened in one of their relationships or in their life that just, whatever it was, whatever happened in their past, left them in a place of feeling upside down, lacking direction, stuck, overwhelmed. Just like, I just need a minute in my own space. That's what I'm hearing. But now this person, I feel like, and this may even be, if this is someone you're already connected to, it may be that once you came into this place, right, this Page of Swords, like, I'm getting up, I'm moving forward, I'm ready to let go of the things that don't serve me, I'm done with the BS. It may have pushed this person into coming out of this place, right? When we see it in reverse, this can talk about letting go of these self-limiting beliefs. This is like somebody that, it's like they have a hard time accepting things, even if they're just blatantly like, even if you're just offering them love or someone's offering them a great financial opportunity, it's like they have a hard time even accepting that that's really for them, or that that's possible, right? And so I feel like it's just self-limiting. It's these thoughts of negative self-talk, of lacking confidence. That's what I'm feeling here. Like, this person was just lacking confidence in themselves, in their direction in life. They were feeling stuck and restricted. They were kind of caught up in their own mind, and just this negative self-talk and frustration that they were dealing with just had them stuck. But I feel like now they're coming out of that. And for some of you, not all of you, for some of you that are already connected, that is inspired in some way by you shifting your energy away from focusing on the past and on being ready to move forward. It kind of inspired them to also want to move forward, release themselves from that negative self-talk, and come to a more peaceful place, right? The Page of Pentacles can talk about manifestation, and it can also talk about, abundance and finances and things like that. But more or less what I'm seeing here is this person's finding their own inner peace. They're finding their confidence again. They're getting grounded. They're finding their roots. And I think they've just kind of been I don't know how to put this into words, but it's just this lacking in self-confidence. I feel like they went through a period of anxiety and frustration, and like, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I just keep hearing the same thing. So this is a very clear message to me. But I do see them coming out of that energy. I see whoever this is on this side coming to a place of like, I'm moving forward. Are you coming with me or not? I'm cutting out the things that aren't serving me. I'm taking one last look back on my past, and I'm remembering that like I need to move forward, that my future is waiting for me and calling for me, and I've had such an amazing transformation. I'm just not going back there anymore. I'm ready to release and let go and come into my full power. And this person over here is like, I've been so overwhelmed and stuck and caught up in these self-limiting beliefs due to my lack of confidence, possibly from something that happened to this person in the past. I've been limited by my own thoughts. I've been restricting myself. I've been kind of isolating myself and being stuck in my own head. But I'm going to come out of that. I feel inspired now to come out of that and to start fresh. But see, this person's kind of ending on the note of being a page, where this person is ending on the note of being a queen. So there may be a little bit of an age difference here, or there may be somebody that's a little bit more emotionally mature or further along on their path. So that's okay. But with this connection, there may be a requirement of some patience while this person, you know, is able to be in their place of inner peace. This person may really need a little bit more time to figure themselves out, but I think they're ready now to manifest, or they will be in the near future, of course. So energy is fluid. This could be in a month, this could be in a couple weeks, this could be right now. So, or this could have already happened. You'll have to tell me how it resonates with you. But I do see somebody here coming out of this place, again, slowly but surely, and they're kind of in this page energy of reevaluating what it is they want for their future, understanding what it is that brings them inner peace, taking some responsibility and accountability for their own happiness, and manifesting the things that they want for their future into reality. So that is what I am seeing. I'm going to pull some additional oracle cards to see if there's any other messages here for you. I have pre-shuffled these, but I'll do a little bit more shuffling on camera. Thanks for being patient with me while I'm getting back in the swing of things. I had one tragedy after another in my personal life, and it has been extremely draining on my energy, so I've taken quite a bit of time off. I'm sure some of you that watch me regularly have noticed. So I'm just, again, getting back into the swing of things. But I'm happy to be back because I missed you guys. Please, Tarot, please, Universe, what can you tell me about this first energy? Unlimited possibilities. Is that not absolutely beautiful? And that's what I'm seeing here. Look at this. It's like once you release the past, once you get back up, and once you come into your full power, once you reach this queen energy of I'm just not accepting anything that's not for my greater good, you come into this place of just absolutely unlimited possibilities. Like the future is yours, and it's a bright and beautiful future you're turning towards. So it's like, look back, say your final goodbyes to the things that have caused you pain, the things that have hurt you. Say give thanks to the universe for the lessons. Look at her wings. This is just absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's get some additional information for our second energy. Burden. See? And you look here, it's like this person is burdening themselves. Like they are just stuck in their own thoughts. And I feel like almost like this person... Give me a minute, because I want to make sure that I say this correctly, and I just want to receive this message the way it's supposed to be intended. Yeah, I just feel like this person has been so incredibly burdened by their own self-limiting thoughts and beliefs and negative self-talk. Like this has just been weighing on this person. This has made this person feel stuck. This has been incredibly, whatever this wasn't easy for this person to overcome. I mean, this person has felt really weighed down, trapped, confused, you know, all of the above. So we're going to do a surrender card now. But to me, it's like release the burdens, release these negative self-thoughts, release, you know, this lack of self-esteem or whatever this is, whatever these burdens are that this person is carrying and refusing to let go, because it's 100% within their control, you know, and as soon as they recognize that, they're going to be at such a peaceful place where they can manifest all the things that they want for their future. Sometimes people hold on to past hurts or arguments or, you know, just things that aren't serving them. Please, universe, please, tarot. What can you tell me about this first energy? What do they need to surrender? And for some of you, this person feels like a burden maybe on you. Like they feel like because of where they've been, maybe because you're kind of coming into this queen, or maybe whatever they may have caused in the past, if this is somebody that you've connected with before, I don't know. I just have this feeling of like this person has been burdened down, and for the others of you, this person feels like a burden. Like, or maybe they've been a burden on you because you've been in this place of growth and self-reflection and they've been stuck. And so now you're kind of burdened with their energy of indecision. You know, it's like, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? I'm trying to move forward. So we had a card fly out, so we're going to take it. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Again, unlimited possibilities, miracles. Like all of this is available to you once you come into this Queen of Swords energy, or the other person. Yeah, this person may have felt like a burden on the connection because they were lacking direction, where you were in a place of, whoever this is just more emotionally mature, or possibly older, but I'm feeling a little bit more emotionally mature. And I think this other person was kind of feeling like a burden on the connection a lot because they were burdened by their own issues, if that makes sense. Please, universe, please, tarot, what can you tell me about this second energy? What do they need to surrender? Woo! Did you see this? Okay, first of all, we're just going to pull this top one. Surrender low self-esteem. This is what I'm talking about. This person feels like a burden on the connection. This person has negative self-talk. This person just, when I said, even if they are offered something, like they're offered a great, you know, financial opportunity or love, it's almost like they don't know how to receive it, right? They just, like, they can't believe it, or they don't feel like they're worthy in some way. That's what this is talking about. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. So, absolutely beautiful reading. I think that kind of sums up what what the universe wanted to get to you. So yes, if this is your energy, this is a time to not feel like a burden and not allow yourself to be burdened by negative self-talk. Come out of that energy, you know, find your confidence, find your inner peace, learn to love yourself. Understand that once you surrender your low self-esteem and any burdens that are holding you back, you have unlimited potential, you know, to start fresh, to be a page again, to just have this new inspiring energy of attracting all the things that you want into your reality. You or your partner or person of interest over here, unlimited possibilities. You know, reflect on the past, allow yourself to grow emotionally from all your trials and tribulations, good and bad. You know, take the time to really look at each connection and understand every connection that we have, even if it's extremely heart-wrenching. Every trial that we're put through in this life is meant to help us grow and put us onto our correct soul's path. You know, whoever this is, if this is you, I can see that you're coming into this place of like, I'm getting back up. I'm ready to love again. I'm ready for something good and positive. Like you're putting that vibe out into the energy, or that vibe out into the universe. Sorry, guys. of, you know what, I'm ready to cut out those things that don't serve me. I'm ready for a brighter future. I'm getting back up. I'm determined, and through that, you're coming into this beautiful queen energy of no more of the things that aren't good for me. I am ready for my miracles and my unlimited possibilities and my future. Beautiful, beautiful reading. I absolutely love this. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me and being patient with me while I get back in the swing of things. And I hope to see you guys all here again soon. Please make sure you check out the other videos on the channel. Again, they're not time restricted, so they're there for whenever you feel inspired to watch them. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, I know you guys are really eager to jump right in and receive your messages, so I promise to keep this short and sweet, but I do have to give you a quick message before we get started. I do want to remind you that these are general readings, so there is absolutely no way for me to guarantee that every general reading will resonate with every person that watches every time. You just want to take what feels good to you in your soul, what's resonating with your story, and what you find helpful, and leave the other messages for somebody else. We don't want to force these readings to fit if they're just not fitting our storyline. There are lots of pick a card readings, soulmate twin flame readings, element readings on my channel, and I do believe that these meetings between us are fated. So if you felt drawn to me in one way or another, chances are I already have a message for you, or I will have a message for you sometime in the future. So if you feel inspired to do so, I would recommend that you subscribe to the channel. That way you can scroll through all the videos that are on there, most of which are not time specific. They're just there for when you need them and when you feel inspired to watch them. So take a look at the other videos, subscribe to the channel, keep in touch with me, and let's get started. Thank you for your patience. Okay, deck B, for our first party, we have the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. For our second party, we have the Ten of Pentacles, followed by the Nine of Cups, and the King of Wands. Okay, so I'm going to take just a minute to look over the cards and see what messages I'm getting. Remember, it can go vice versa. So if you're resonating with this side, wonderful, or if you're resonating with this side, wonderful. You don't have to follow my storyline. Just go with whichever makes sense for you. Okay, so right off the bat, for this first party, I'm seeing an energy that's a little bit more conservative, possibly thrives on routine, a little bit more structured, kind of cautious in their approach. This isn't a super fast moving energy. This is somebody who is more is just more comfortable in a structured environment or something that's going to be rule-based, right? And they came in kind of like this knight in shining armor. And please don't get hung up on the sexes of the cards. We both have, masculine and feminine energy in both men and women. So just go with whatever makes sense. But I'm kind of seeing, when we get to the Three of Pentacles, the traditional meaning of this tarot card is teamwork and collaboration and coming together. But when you look at the imagery here and just through my own intuition, that's not exactly what I'm feeling. What I'm feeling is this other person might take on a little bit more of an all work, no play type of energy. They may feel like they're the only one putting in all the work, or like all the hard work that they're putting into this connection and trying to come together as a team is kind of being rejected. I think they're kind of struggling, like working really hard to connect to whoever this is, whether this is you or, energies can go vice versa. But this person came in kind of like a knight. They were conservative. They were a little bit more grounded. They thrive on routine. I think they wanted more of like a routine, traditional connection. And they came in and they were willing to work hard, but I think they feel like their efforts maybe aren't quite paying off. Like this person is focusing their energy in a different direction. And I think it might be over here. So this could either be a third party, which I do not see, typically, unless the Three of Cups is in reverse, and we don't have that in reverse, I feel like this person is just a little bit more independent and free-spirited, maybe a little bit more outgoing, possibly kind of a social butterfly, or just has a really strong network of friends and gets the majority of their emotional fulfillment kind of from their like friends and family and getting out and about and celebrating. And I think they felt fairly emotionally fulfilled there. And that makes this person kind of feel like their efforts and their hard work is being rejected, or like there's kind of a lack of teamwork. Like it's kind of hard to get this other person to kind of meet them where they're at, right? I just see a confliction here in personality types per se. I think one person is more really focused on the connection and just wants things to be stable and grounded and routine, and the other person maybe isn't so quick to fall into that because they're pretty fulfilled in, you know, being social and having friends and in their own endeavors per se. Where this other party over here, see, I'm kind of seeing something similar. It's like they are pretty grounded and fulfilled and stable in their own way. Like this is an independent energy. I mean, look at her. Again, her, him, it doesn't really make any difference. Just go with whatever resonates with you. But this is somebody that's fairly grounded, independent, confident. And this doesn't necessarily mean in an emotional sense. In fact, when I see this followed by the Nine of Cups, I see that like there's this realization, even though I'm very emotionally fulfilled with, you know, my life and my friends and my family and my career or whatever it is, this person is finding emotional fulfillment from outside sources, but they still recognize, you know, there's that final cup that's missing, that family, that endless love, that deep, you know, belonging. You know, the Ten of Cups talks about ultimate emotional fulfillment, family, love, kind of soulmate, twin flame, you know, type of connection. And I think that deep down, even though this person has been stable and has kind of got themselves to a place where they're grounded and fulfilled in a lot of ways on their own, they're still wishing and sending out hope into the universe for that forever someone, for that soulmate, for that connection, right? They're still seeking that, and they're putting those desires out into the universe. But I think that person is also a little bit prideful. When I see this Knight of Wands, I see this as somebody who is passionate, but also somebody that's a little bit stubborn and kind of hides behind their pride. And so I think that that's kind of what's blocking off this connection from reaching its full potential. Whether you're already together, whether this is somebody you're seeking into your life or a new interest, obviously there's going to be different messages for different scenarios. Some of you have actually attracted, you know, a passionate king type of energy into your reality here by putting the wishes out into the universe, or you will be attracting a King of Wands energy, somebody that's fiery and passionate and strong, right? But it may also be somebody who's a little bit prideful in a sense. So more or less, I do see someone here wanting a little bit more of a traditional connection and thriving on routine and being a really hard worker, but that may be not necessarily being rejected, but it's just this other person is kind of independent and already fulfilled in their life in a certain sense. So it might just be a little bit harder to break down those walls and like collaborate and come together and reach a common goal. But I think if the attraction is there and the love is there, then you're just gonna have to make some compromise. This person over here is gonna have to put down their pride. That's all there is to it. And this other person over here might have to let their hair down a little bit and break away from their routine and be more willing to get out and do things and be a little bit less conservative. It doesn't even mean like go out and party, or it could just be less conservative in their approach about love, right? And how they deal with problems and how they deal with this person overall. It's just being more, a little bit less, like all work, no play is what I just keep hearing. Ooh, we had one fall out. So I'm going to pull oracle cards to clarify. Actually, that's 2, so I'm going to put those back and keep going. I've already pre-shuffled these, but I'm going to shuffle again a little bit on camera for you. Yeah, this person came in with a conservative approach, just hardworking, and they feel like they're having a hard time making a breakthrough with you, or this is you with them, due to the free-spirited nature, the independence, the, you know, the connections that you already have in other areas of your life aside from love. But I think they feel a little bit like they're competing with that. And you're like, I'm grounded and stable on my own, or this could go vice versa again, or they're feeling that way. But deep down, like, I know that there's something missing. That I'm at the 9 of Cups. I've got a lot going for me, but I have this, I'm seeking this wish fulfillment of having that final cup, that final completion, that maybe wishing for somebody who's a little bit more passionate and strong-willed, but like in a free-spirited sense. I'm getting a few different things here, so let's get some clarifying oracle cards. Please, universe, please, tarot. What can you tell me about this first party? And I just heard pride will be the death of you. Whew. Honoring your energy. Beautiful. And for our second party, please, tarot, please, universe, what can you tell me about this second party? Reunion of souls. Beautiful, beautiful. So I'm going to read a little bit about these to give you a little bit more in-depth meaning behind the card. So, honoring your energy is number 15. We all have those days when we are declined to do anything. We try all sorts of mental tricks to talk ourselves into doing what we should be doing. Does this ever work? No. We end up feeling guilty, a very low vibration, for not getting anything done, which causes us to try twice as hard the next day, which causes us to get overwhelmed and exhausted. Look at the look on his face. Does he not look overwhelmed and exhausted doing all this work? Which then leads to becoming caught up in a vicious cycle. Your body has rhythms just as everything else on this earth does. Flowers, trees, plants, and the elements. The tides ebb and flow. The sun and moon rise and set. Animals hibernate and flowers grow, bloom, and go dormant. You need to listen to the inherent cycles within you. Rest when you need to, work when you need to. Did we not just say all work, no play? You know, letting your hair down type of energy, more free-spirited energy. It's like a lack of balance between two people, like I said. Do not try to outthink the natural rhythms. Go easy on yourself and reserve judgment. You are your own harshest critic. Yeah, so I think whoever this person is, it's like they just thrive so much on routine and hard work, and it's almost like they're making this relationship or this connection kind of a chore, and they're not honoring their energy. And it's neat, but I kind of see, like, you see her, I just see a similarity here. It's kind of like she is honoring her energy. She does want to let her hair down. He doesn't matter. She does have other connections, and this person just kind of is making this relationship or this partnership or this connection almost like a chore, like it always has to be hard work, and they're just lacking that balance and being able to step outside of themselves and nurture their spirit, their need to let things rest, the need for play and fun is kind of what I'm getting there. As far as this card, number 7, Reunion of Souls, there is a school of thought that says before our souls come to earth, we make contracts or agreements with other souls. At one point in time, we appear in each other's lives to assist those involved in learning a lesson, being a catalyst for a needed change or to share in profound joy. When a person comes into your life to teach you a lesson, no matter the human form, no matter the human experience, this agreement is based in love. The human experience may have been painful and extremely challenging. Acknowledge the depth of love needed for this contract to take place, and then let them go. The experience may have been profoundly moving, but ended abruptly and without reason. Again, be grateful and move on. Cherish the lessons and move forward into your life the way it was meant to be. Alternatively, this card signifies a profound soulmate relationship, whether it be between lovers, friends, or parents and children. Cherish the gift given. When we talk about the gift given, you can see it's like what she's sending out, her wishes, what she's sending out into the universe, what she's hoping for. I kind of see that that's coming in, but there's a need to release the past here, and this may be somebody who became independent due to past hurts, due to past lessons, and so it's kind of like now they're stuck in this place of like passionately hiding behind their pride. They just don't want to let go and maybe release because the past was hurtful to them, and so it kind of threw them into this place of like, I can be just fine on my own, like I'm confident and independent, but really deep down, they are wishing for that final cup, that final connection. Even if you're already with somebody in a connection, you might be in this place of like really struggling to let go of your pride and let go of the things that are restricting you in your past. So that you can have that ultimate soulmate connection with somebody. So this person over here, possibly a little bit more independent and hard to get to because they are so fulfilled in many aspects of their life, but they are still hoping for that final cup. They're just kind of learning how to get there, step away from their pride, release things from their past, connections that maybe hurt them and put them in this place of like, I'm this strong, passionate, prideful, independent king energy, right? I think they maybe that's why this person feels like they're working so hard and her back is turned. She's just going, I don't know. I'm just kind of over here hiding behind my pride. I'm just kind of a more independent energy. And maybe this person's approach is just too conservative as well. And they're so stuck in their routines and their day-to-day way of doing things, but they're not honoring their energy and stepping back and allowing this to be more fun and easygoing. There might be too much pressure here. And I think both parties have a need to kind of release and let go, have a little bit of fun together, enjoy each other, enjoy this connection, respect the lessons of the past and let those things go. Don't stress, if you're this party and you're working really hard and you just feel like it's not quite being reciprocated, take some time to step away from that and make sure that you're doing work also for yourself, right? Instead of just to like woo somebody or you shouldn't be feeling like you're doing all the work for a partnership, or they shouldn't for you. But I think if this other person can kind of step aside away from that and break that routine, honor their energy and their need for balance, it'll kind of help this other person step out of their place of being guarded and prideful. I just see the need for there to be a little bit more lightheartedness to this. Too much overthinking. Please, universe, please, tarot. What does this first person need to surrender? Please give me messages for this first person. What do they need to surrender? Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs. Do we not just say honoring your energy? Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness. I just said that, right? Instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. I think this person is just trying too hard, like I said, to kind of woo this person over, and they're getting this feeling of rejection, but really they need to honor their own energy. They need to find balance. They need to worry about their needs and their true self, and not stress so much on pleasing in this connection. Let their hair down, be a little bit more free-spirited. This is kind of like get out and do things that you enjoy, socialize, I think there's just a need for balance on this side. Please, Tarot, please, Universe. What can you tell me about this second party? What do they need to surrender? Please provide us with a surrender message for this second party. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Do we not just talk about this? Like maybe there was some hurt in the past that caused this person to kind of hide behind their ego and their pride. It's almost like a self-protection. Sorry guys, I'm dropping cards. And we just talked about letting go of things that no longer serve you. Maybe past connections put this person in a place of feeling, like love is supposed to be difficult or scary, or, like they have to protect themselves. But this is then you can own your power and soar in your life. And look at that. Own your power and soar in your life. And once you're soaring in your life, look, you're headed right towards the connection that you want, right? Once we own our power, not hide behind it, we learn to own our power. We let go of the past. We let go of limiting beliefs. We let go of this need to be prideful and independent. We allow these wishes to come in. We can soar in our life. Absolutely beautiful. I hope this wasn't too confusing. I'm getting back in the swing of things. For those of you that have noticed, I was missing again. I had one tragedy after another in my life. It's absolutely I've been bombarded. So my energy's been a little bit scattered, and I've kind of been doing some grounding, regrouping, meditating, connecting to my spirit guides. I want to be in a good place when I read for you. I want to give you accurate readings. So I would rather take my time and wait and come back and give you something that I feel is accurate than try to force myself to do something when I'm just not connected energetically, or where I need to be. So I do appreciate your patience. I think this is beautiful. Whoever this is on this side, if this is you, it's like, it's beautiful that you have this independence and this grounded place, but I don't want you to be there because you're like in self-protection mode. I don't want you to be there because, you're protecting yourself and hiding, almost protecting yourself from love and getting your final wishes, because I see somebody here that may have possibly had something in the past that really hurt them, and it kind of put them into this place of like, I'm good on my own, I know how to be independent, but I'm still wishing for something more, but I'm kind of stuck behind my pride and with these outdated beliefs about myself that I've accumulated through past heartbreaks or hurt. But really, if I could just release those things and let go of them, then I'm going to soar and I'm going to be able to reach my soulmate and my fullest potential. This other person may even be in a place of people pleasing. I'm getting kind of a different message here where they're not honoring the connection or their energy. They just work so hard, and it might even be all work, no play in the relationship, but maybe in life. Like maybe this person is so focused on their job and their career and their financial aspect, but there's a lack in teamwork here in this connection. Maybe they're so worried about pleasing their friends and their family and fitting in. This is just coming to me right now, so I apologize if this throws you off, but this may be for a different group of people. But there may be somebody here that is just so concerned about making everybody else happy and fitting in that they are they're not honoring their own energy or the relationship or the need for the balance in the relationship, and they're just kind of neglecting you or themselves or the relationship for work purposes. They may be somebody who's just very conservative and maybe has a lot of people leaning on them in their work life, and they're so focused on that they're missing out on on their real true needs and wants in life. So that's something else that's kind of coming to me last minute. I hope this reading was helpful to you guys. Thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate you sharing your time and energy. Please make sure that you check out all the other readings on the channel. They are not time restricted, and there's a whole bunch of them on there. So go ahead and check those out, and if you feel inspired to do so, I would love to have you as a subscriber for those of you that are not already my loyal subscribers. And I hope to see you here again soon. Love and light.